Ayase.
I'm sorry, 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿. Ow! There you are!
No! Miss Ayase! What are you doing out here?
I was gonna ask you the same. Oh, I think you cracked one of my teeth.
Dandadan, 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 dandadan. Hey yo, happy Halloween everybody. What's going on? Dandadan, dandadan, dandadan. Okay, this was a great episode. The highlight of this week's episode was for sure Ayase and Ken kissing. Just the way that they were like aimlessly looking for each other and their paths just kind of kept crossing was just really fun and funny and entertaining to watch. And then seeing them both just kind of like kiss each other, and really they kind of like their mouths hit but their teeth kind of hit too, so ouch. But still, it still counts. It's still a kiss. Whether it's definitely not Ayase's first kiss based on her having a previous boyfriend, you would assume. But definitely might be Ken's first kiss that he hasn't even truly registered yet because he's missing his balls. Also, Turbo Granny is back. And, I always kind of wondered in the ED when they had the Lucky Cat, and the Lucky Cat's running around and it's... using the hair dryer and just causing a muck. I've always kind of wondered, like, what spiritual being is this Lucky Cat? And I just assumed that it's going to come up later down the line. I did not think that it's going to continue to be Turbo Granny. On top of that, another question that I had was, how does Ken retain his powers? Because once Turbo Granny goes away, once her powers go away, his kind of like need for existence goes away. So how does he tend to combat the paranormal and combat the what do they call it? The aliens? What do they call it? Terrestrial. Like how do they combat that if he just is just a dude again, and not a very strong dude? Well, the answer to those questions is a piece of Turbo Granny was left in him because she didn't obviously want to die. Our granny, our 80-year-old hot mama, pulled that out of him in help with Ayase, and that ended up being Turbo Granny. They put her essence inside of the Lucky Cat. I think it just happened to be inside of Lucky Cat, but, Grandma planned it that way. And his powers, or her powers, were left inside of him, so he can still access her powers, and he looks fucking hella cool. He looks like a vampire. He looks like freaking... he looks like the vampire from Castlevania. It looks really cool. But ultimately, he is missing his balls, and per Turbo Granny's words, she lost them. She lost his balls, which really sucks for him. He's like, yo, all shaft, no balls. And I love how he got just obliterated by Grandma, saying, like, you're more of a tiny pencil than the shaft, so calm down there, little buddy. Ayase was losing her mind the whole time, just laughing. It was just hilarious. And I love how it took him, it took him a while to notice until he went to the bathroom. Like, yo, where is my balls? He started freaking out, which then he led to go and talk to Ayase. And now there's going to be rumors afloat between them because of the way that it happened. So that was really awesome. On top of that, it also introduced a pink hair girl who was basically just overly teasing Ken. But Ayase did use some of her powers to just like take her out, which I really love to see. I like seeing her possessiveness. I love seeing her dominance over Ken. I thought that was really cute to see. And I love how she's just been thinking about him nonstop. So love is real, and I love to be able to see it. So yeah, let's not waste a bunch of time. This episode of Dandadan was just absolutely fantastic. It was just so entertaining. It was so fun. So much happened this episode, and so much is going to happen. Now they're going to go look for his balls. They're going to find everything out. Now that Turbo Granny is back into the mix once again. I just think this episode was just really good, and it was a really great setup. It was also really funny. Ken was really expressive this episode. Ayase was really expressive this episode between them and their fights. Introducing a new pink girl was cool. Turbo Granny is back. Like, there's just a ton that occurred this episode. So yeah. Oh, and the kiss, of course. So this episode, definitely 9 out of 10. I thought this was fantastic. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 6. Have a happy Halloween, guys. Get lots of candies. Be very spooky. Watch out for them kids. And I'll see you guys next week for episode 6. Happy Halloween. Peace out.